Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Both houses of Parliament continued to face disruptions over Pegasus snooping, farm laws and other issues. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day, Rajya Sabha till 2:30 p.m. Six-member central team to arrive in Kerala to take stock of situation amid surge in COVID-19 cases. National COVID-19 recovery rate stands at 97.38%, over 44,000 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. More than 45 crore 60 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. In Gujarat, more than 50% of the population has received the first dose of COVID-19 vaccines. Jammu and Kashmir government announces ex gratia of 25 lakh rupees to the next of kin of elected councillors of municipal bodies killed in militancy-related incidents. CBSE announces Class 12 results. Assam declares matric examination results for the year 2021 and Meghalaya declares higher secondary school examination results. In Tokyo Olympics, boxer Lovelina Bergohain enters semi-final of women's welterweight category, ensuring a medal for India. In women's hockey, India keeps hopes alive after winning Pool A group match. Archer Deepika Kumari's quest for Olympic medal ended as she was outsmarted by Korean An San. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these three simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011 2397 8046 and 1075. And now the news. Both houses of Parliament continued to face disruptions over Pegasus snooping, farm laws and other issues. The Lok Sabha has been adjourned for the day, while the Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2:30 p.m. Following the protests and sloganeering of Congress, DMK, TMC and other opposition parties over the issues, the proceedings of the Lok Sabha were disrupted for the 9th consecutive day of the monsoon session. After the first adjournment, when the Lok Sabha met at 12 noon, agitating members of opposition parties again trooped into the well over the issues. The presiding officer repeatedly urged the agitating members to return to their seats, but in vain. He appealed to the members to let the House run as several issues like debate on the COVID pandemic and discussion on important bills are listed in the business. Amid the pandemonium, the Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and Adjoining Areas Bill 2021 and the General Insurance Business Nationalisation Amendment Bill 2021 were introduced. As protests by agitating members continued, the presiding officer adjourned the House for the day. Earlier, when the Lok Sabha met for the day, Leader of Opposition Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said that right from the beginning of the monsoon session, opposition members are demanding for discussion on important issues such as Pegasus snooping, farm laws and COVID-19. He alleged that the government has adopted an adamant approach and is running away from discussion. Mr. Chaudhary said the government must change its stand and accept the demand of the opposition. After that, members from the Congress, DMK, TMC and other opposition parties trooped into the well of the House. Amid the din, Speaker Om Birla tried to run the question hour and some questions were taken. Mr. Birla repeatedly urged the agitating members to return to their seats and let the House function. As the protest continued, the House was adjourned till 12 noon. When the question hour was underway, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi termed the approach of the opposition as unfortunate as they are not allowing the House to function with their tactics.
ये बोलना चाहता हूं, मैं फिर से अपील करना चाहता हूं, आईटी मिनिस्टर श्री अश्विनी जी वैष्णव दोनों हाउस में डिटेल स्टेटमेंट दिया है। ये नॉन इशू बना के दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण से 7-8 दिन से संसद नहीं चल रहा है। बहुत अदर इम्पोर्टेंट इश्यूज आर देयर आर सो मेनी अदर इम्पोर्टेंट पीपल रिलेटेड इश्यूज। जनता को जो संबंधित विषय है वो चर्चा करने के लिए जो बीएससी में तैयार होता है उसके लिए भारत सरकार तैयार है। और बिल भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट बिल है। सरकार भी ये नहीं चाहते कि बिना चर्चा वो पारित हो जाए।
Referring to the agitation of the opposition members, Mr. Joshi said these are totally non-serious issues. He said the opposition is not adhering to its promise and commitment made in the Business Advisory Committee. In the Rajya Sabha, the scene was no different. When the House met after the first adjournment at 12 noon, Deputy Chairman Harivansh tried to run the question hour. Unrelenting opposition members trooped into the well and raised slogans over Pegasus snooping, farm laws and other issues. However, the House could take up a few questions. Due to noisy scenes, nothing could be heard. As the pandemonium continued, the Deputy Chairman adjourned the House till 2:30 p.m.
The government has released 8,257.88 crore to the states and union territories towards the India COVID-19 Emergency Response and Health System Preparedness Package during 2020-21. Similarly, 1,113.21 crore rupees was released to the financial year 2019-20. This was stated by the Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Bharti Pawar, in a written reply in the Lok Sabha today. She said 23,123 crore rupees approved by the Cabinet under India COVID-19 Emergency Response and Health System Preparedness Package Phase 2 to be implemented from 1st of July 2021 to 31st March 2022. This includes 15,000 crore as central component and 8,123 crore as state component. The government today said that with an aim to empower women nationwide, a comprehensive Mission Shakti program has been launched. Minister of Women and Child Development Smriti Irani informed the Lok Sabha the Mission Shakti is helping in empowerment of women both financially and socially. She said under the program, loans up to 20 lakh rupees without collateral have been provided to 7 crores women through 66 self-help groups.
प्रधानमंत्री को विशेष अभिनंदन देती हूं कि 20 लाख तक का कोलैटरल फ्री लोन देश की 66 लाख सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप के माध्यम से राष्ट्र भर में 7 करोड़ महिलाओं को प्रावधान देने का समर्थन देने का कार्य मोदी सरकार ने किया है, जिसमें बिहार राज्य भी सम्मिलित है.
Ms. Irani said under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana PMJDY, 22.80 crore bank accounts of women have been opened, while 81% of Stand Up India scheme loans have been disbursed to women. The minister informed that over 17.60 crore women benefited from the Mudra scheme. The government has issued accessibility guidelines for private TV channels to broadcast news at least once a day in sign language. The implementation of the accessibility standards by the private TV channels is being monitored by the Information and Broadcasting Ministry, and monthly reports are generated. This was informed by the Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur in the Lok Sabha.
The government today said all advertisements telecast on TV channels are regulated in accordance with the advertising code prescribed under the Cable Television Network Rules 1994. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur informed this to the Lok Sabha. He said Prasar Bharati has informed that no complaint about misleading advertisement on Doordarshan has been received during the last 3 years. The minister also informed the House that the Department of Consumer Affairs had launched an online portal, GAMA, Grievance Against Misleading Advertisements portal, in 2015. Mr. Thakur said last year 1,790 grievances were accepted by the GAMA portal compared to 3,416 in 2019. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur today said Prasar Bharati has decided to raise the front area of the All India Radio Darbhanga station building so that the movement of vehicles and people is not affected during the rainy season. Replying to a question in the Lok Sabha, Mr. Thakur said funds have been sanctioned and the process of work has been initiated. The minister in a written reply to the Lok Sabha said AIR complex has been affected due to increase in level of roads encircling the AIR station. He said it causes waterlogging problems during the rains.
More than 45 crore 60 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Union Health Ministry said more than 51 lakh 83,000 vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate is now at 97.38%. More than 42,000 patients recovered in the last 24 hours. India reported over 44,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. 555 deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours. Central government has provided over 48 crore 3 lakh COVID vaccine doses to states and union territories so far. The Union Health Family Welfare Ministry has said that more than 2 crore 92 lakh unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states and union territories to be administered to the beneficiaries. It assured that more than 71 lakh 16,000 vaccine doses will be received by the states and union territories in the coming days.
In Gujarat, more than 50% of the eligible population has received at least one dose of COVID vaccine. The State Health Department said nearly 3.26 crore people in the state have been vaccinated in the state so far.
In Gujarat, a total of 2.48 crore people aged above 18 years old have got their first dose of vaccine so far, which is 50% of their total population. The count of people who have so far received both the doses of the vaccine has gone up to 77.57 lakhs. This means 15.72% of the total eligible population has been fully vaccinated against coronavirus in the state. Talking to AIR, State Immunization Officer Dr. Nayan Jani said, in Ahmedabad, Jamnagar, Rajkot, Vadodara, Gandhinagar, Bhavnagar municipal corporations, more than 60% of the total eligible population received their first dose of COVID vaccines. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
In Bihar, seropositivity or presence of antibodies was found in 76% of people of the state. These are findings of the Sero survey conducted by the Indian Council of Medical Research from June the 14th to July the 6th. Health Minister Mangal Pandey said Sero survey would be carried out in 12 districts, including Patna, Darbhanga and Saran district. Mr. Pandey said survey report will be submitted in 20 days. Meanwhile, no COVID case was reported from 14 districts of the state. The number of active COVID cases in the state came below 500, which is 480. The state's recovery rate has risen to above 98%.
Madhya Pradesh yesterday recorded 18 new COVID cases, taking the tally to 7,91,796, while the overall recovery count stands at 7,81,153. The positivity rate is 0.02%. More from a Bhopal correspondent.
Out of the 18 new cases, Indore reported 7, Panna 4, Bhopal and Jabalpur reported 2 each, while Raisen, Sagar and Ujjain reported 1 case each. The active cases in the state stands at 130, while no fresh death due to the infection was reported. More than 7 lakh vaccine doses have been administered yesterday. Meanwhile, with the gradual rise in COVID cases in Indore district over the past few days, Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan cautioned the people, saying that even slight negligence towards adherence to COVID-19 protocols could quickly turn the situation bad. Pooja P. Vardhan, AIR News, Bhopal.
A 6-member central team is reaching Kerala today in view of the rising COVID-19 cases in the state. The team is headed by Director of National Centre for Disease Control, Sujit Kumar Singh. The Central Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia said a large number of COVID cases have still been reported in Kerala. The team will aid state's ongoing efforts in COVID-19 management. Kerala continues to report surge in COVID cases as it confirms 22,064 new COVID positive cases yesterday. More from a correspondent.
The test positivity rate in the state has increased to 13.53%. 128 deaths were also confirmed due to COVID, taking the death toll to 16,585. Presently, over 1,54,000 active COVID cases are there in Kerala. State Health Minister Veena George said that coming 3 weeks is very crucial for the state and urged the people to strictly abide to COVID protocols. Meanwhile, as Kerala witnesses an unprecedented COVID hike, 6-member central team will reach the state today evening to take stock of the situation. The central team will be led by National Disease Control Director Sujit Kumar Singh. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia said that central team's visit is to ensure the central assistance to Kerala to control the pandemic. Mayusha, AIR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
The Central Board of Secondary Education today announced the Class 12th results. They are available in the official websites of the board, cbseresults.nic.in and www.cbse.gov.in. The exams were cancelled this year in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. We have with us a CBSE Examination Controller, Sanyam Bharadwaj. Mr. Bharadwaj, could you share with us more about the just declared 12th class result?
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Namaskar to each and everyone.
Namaskar.
And today we have declared the result, which was most awaited, and we are really happy to release this result today because we were not having anything in our hand, and thereafter we decided, formulated the formula with the help of the committee, and this formula was adopted by even other boards also. And thereafter, we were able to prepare the result with the help of the schools who had worked very hard in the preparation of the result. And we also tried that we should provide them the best of the opportunity and support from our side. And therefore, our team of IT under the leadership of Dr. Johari prepared one complete software to prepare the result. And this has helped and all the schools across the country and abroad to prepare the result without any problem. I feel that the students would also be very, very happy to see this result, though the result is a little bit higher. But I would certainly say that only the students who were failing earlier years or who were placed in the compartment, they have slightly got more than 33% marks or more marks, so that result is on the higher side. I wish everyone a good luck, and I feel that our students would be able to understand a lot of things, which the nature is, how nature is important to all of us, and behave in the future in such a manner that we will not be facing such kind of problem in future.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanyam Bharadwaj. The News Services Division of All India Radio and its bilingual live phone-in program Corona Jagrukta series will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19 tonight. Dr. Lieutenant General Ved Chaturvedi of Sir Gangaram Hospital will participate in the live discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the expert on toll-free number 1800115767 and on telephone number 011-2331-4444. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Both houses of parliament continue to face disruptions over Pegasus snooping, farm laws and other issues. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day and Rajya Sabha till 2:30 p.m. 6-member central team to arrive in Kerala to take stock of the situation amid surge in COVID-19 cases. National COVID-19 recovery rate stands at 97.38%. Over 44,000 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. More than 45 crore 60 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. In Gujarat, more than 50% of the population has received first dose of COVID-19 vaccines. Jammu and Kashmir government announces ex gratia of 25 lakh rupees to the next of kin of the elected councillors of municipal bodies killed in militancy-related incidents. CBSE announces Class 12th results. Assam declares matric examination results for the year 2021 and Meghalaya declares higher secondary school examination results. In Tokyo Olympics, boxer Lovelina Bargohain enters semi-final of the women's welterweight category, ensuring a medal for India. In women's hockey, India keeps hopes alive after winning Pool A group match. Archer Deepika Kumari's quest for Olympic medal ended as she was outsmarted by Korean An San. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Welcome back to the Midday News. The Director General of Civil Aviation today issued a circular saying that scheduled international commercial flights will remain suspended till the 31st of August. However, the restrictions will not be applicable on international cargo operations and flights specifically approved by DGCA. The Director General of Civil Aviation said that international scheduled flights may be allowed on selected routes by the competent authority on case-to-case basis. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the government has announced a sanction of 25 lakh rupees in favour of the next of kin of the elected councillors of municipal bodies who have been killed in militancy-related incidents in the Union Territory. An order issued by Principal Secretary to the government in this context reads that sanction is accorded to the payment of ex gratia compensation in favour of elected councillors of municipal bodies of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir killed in militancy-related incidents.
In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, suspected Pakistani drones were spotted hovering over 3 different locations in Samba district. As per the information, the flying objects were seen simultaneously over Bari Brahmana, Chiladia and Gagwal areas of Samba district around 8:30 p.m. last evening. Alert Border Security Force personnel fired a couple of rounds towards one of the drones in Chiladia before it returned to the Pakistani side. The other 2 drones disappeared from the sky shortly after hovering over sensitive security installations at Bari Brahmana area and along Jammu-Pathankot National Highway in Gagwal. In Assam, the result of the metric examination for the year 2021 has been declared today. The Secondary Education Board of Assam said that 93.10% of students have passed the examination. This is the highest pass percentage in the history of Assam. A total of 10,348 students have got distinction marks. On the other hand, 93.18% students have passed the Assam High Madrasa examination and 83 students got distinction marks. Our correspondent reports that the result has been declared based on the School Evaluation Committee's data. Meghalaya Board of School Education today declared the results of the Higher Secondary School Leaving Certificate Age SSLC examinations for Science and Commerce streams. A total of 2,307 students appeared for the exam and 1,867 cleared with a total of 80.93 pass percentage. For Science stream, 3,677 students appeared and 2,789 cleared the Age SSLC examination with a 75.85 pass percentage.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has invited citizens to contribute their inputs for the Independence Day speech. Mr. Modi will pick up some of the ideas in his speech on the 15th of August. Over the last few years, Mr. Modi has directly invited ideas and suggestions from citizens for the Independence Day speech. People can share their ideas and suggestions on citizen engagement platform MyGov. National Human Rights Commission NHRC has invited entries for its 7th annual competition for short films on human rights. NHRC has said that the aim of the award scheme is to encourage and acknowledge cinematic and creative efforts of Indian citizens, irrespective of their age, towards the promotion and protection of human rights. Entries have been invited online only. The last date to receive entries is the 15th of October.
Supreme Court has registered suo motu case on safeguarding courts and ensuring protection and security of judges after death of Jharkhand Judge Uttam Anand. The case was listed before the bench of Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramanna and Justice Surya Kant, which directed the Chief Secretary of Jharkhand and DGP of the state to submit a status report on the investigation into death of Judge Anand. The case was registered in the wake of death of Dhanbad Additional District and Sessions Judge Uttam Anand after a vehicle rammed into him while he was out on his morning walk. Supreme Court has agreed to hear the Pegasus surveillance issue next week. The petition was filed by the director of the Hindu Group of Publications, N. Ram, and founder of Asianet, Shashi Kumar, seeking an inquiry by a sitting or retired judge of the Supreme Court. The matter was mentioned by senior advocate Kapil Sibbal today before Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramanna, who agreed to list the case next week.
The government of Bangladesh has extended the ongoing closure of all educational institutions till August the 31st in view of the continuing COVID-19 pandemic in the country. The government has taken the decision based on the recommendation of the National Technical Advisory Committee considering the interest of the students, teachers and employees of the school. Australia has deployed hundreds of soldiers in Sydney to enforce a COVID lockdown. A Delta outbreak which began last month has produced nearly 3,000 infections and led to 9 deaths. Despite 5 weeks of lockdown, infections in the nation's largest city continue to spread. 170 new cases were recorded yesterday. The lockdown is in place until at least the 28th of August and bars people from leaving their homes except for essential exercise, shopping, caregiving and other reasons.
At the stock markets, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange rose 90 points or 0.2% to trade at 52,743 in the afternoon session a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange gained 30 points or 0.2% to 15,809 in intra-day trade.
Another Olympic heartbreak for world number 1 archer Deepika Kumari's quest for an Olympic medal ended in heartbreak for the third time as she was outsmarted by Korean top seed Ahn San in straight sets in the quarterfinals. Ahn San wrapped up the women's individual match 6-0 in less than 6 minutes. However, boxer Lovelina Burgohain entered a medal for India today. She entered the semi-final of women's welterweight category, defeating Chen Nian-Chin of Chinese Taipei 4-1.
The winner on points by split decision. In red, Lovelina.
She got it. She got it.
In women's hockey, India won Pool A group match, defeating Ireland 1-0, keeping its hopes alive in the Olympics. For India, Navneet Kaur struck at the 57th minute, scoring the lone goal of the match. Indian men's hockey team will play its group match against Japan later today. In boxing, Simranjeet Kaur lost to Sudhaparn Sitondi of Thailand in the round of 16 in women's lightweight category. In badminton, PV Sindhu blew away Akane Yamaguchi of Japan in the first game of quarterfinals, winning it 21-13.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for today. National capital Delhi is expected to have gently cloudy sky with moderate rain with minimum temperature recorded at 25 degrees Celsius. Maximum is expected to reach 31 today. Mumbai will have gently cloudy sky with heavy rain. Minimum temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 32 degrees. Chennai will have partly cloudy sky with minimum temperature. Kolkata will have gently cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder showers. In Jammu, minimum temperature is 24 degrees Celsius, maximum will be around 30. Srinagar had a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 26 and will have partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. In Leh, the sky will be gently cloudy with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. In Gilgit, the sky will be gently cloudy with light rain or drizzle. In Muzaffarabad, the temperature will shift from 24 degrees in the morning to 32 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. Chandigarh is having gently cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers with temperature hovering between 26 to 33 degrees Celsius. Sky will be gently cloudy with few spells of rain or thunder showers in Dehradun. Temperature will hover between 23 degrees and 29 degrees Celsius. In Hyderabad, sky will be gently cloudy with light rain or drizzle. Patna will have gently cloudy sky with light rain. Guwahati will have gently cloudy sky with moderate rain. Imphal will observe a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a maximum of around 29 degrees. Shillong temperature will hover between 18 and 25 degrees Celsius.
And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Both houses of parliament continued to face disruptions over Pegasus snooping, farm laws and other issues. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day, Rajya Sabha till 2:30 p.m. 6-member central team to arrive in Kerala to take stock of situation amid surge in COVID-19 cases. National COVID-19 recovery rate stands at 97.38%, over 44,000 new cases reported in last 24 hours. More than 45 crore 60 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered so far under nationwide vaccination drive. In Gujarat, more than 50% of population has received first dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Jammu and Kashmir government announces ex gratia of 25 lakh rupees to next of kin of elected councillors of municipal bodies killed in militancy-related incidents. CBSE announces Class 12 results. Assam declares matric examination results for the year 2021. Meghalaya declares higher secondary school examination results. In Tokyo Olympics, boxer Lavlina Bargohain enters semi-final of women's welterweight category, ensuring a medal for India. In women's hockey, India keeps hopes alive. And with that, we end the midday news.